Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning, a little after 7 a.m. and change of scenery today. We are at Elizabethtown College, the track here. Mixing it up a little bit today. And I was thinking this is an interesting metaphor for the day. So this is day 3 of our 7-day challenge, 40 miles, running 40 miles in 7 days. And the last 2 days we did 7 miles. The first day we just did sort of kept an easy pace. Yesterday we did negative splits, which meant each mile we tried to get a little faster. Today we are dropping the mileage a little bit, so we're doing about maybe 5.25 miles. But we're gonna do 2 miles of a warm up just around the track. Then we're gonna do 4 200-meter sprints, 4 400-meter sprints, and then another 2 miles as sort of a cool down. So why are we doing this? This may very well be a bad decision, considering that we're going for mileage this week and not really speed. However, I found for myself that in order to get better at running, if I just go out and do the same things all the time, I tend to sort of just not get better. So you got to mix it up a little bit. So we're working on speed today, and speed isn't something that I tend to be very good at when it comes to running. I'm 5'8", and a lot of that isn't in the legs, so I'm pretty slow. So working on this generally helps me in the distance side and the endurance side as well. And I was thinking, well, gee, what a great sort of metaphor for life, really, in the sense that sometimes we have to just mix it up and do different things, do different challenges in order to grow. Because it's fascinating how our bodies just want to get more efficient to use less energy. And then sometimes that's the argument against doing cardiovascular exercise, where it's like, well, if I just do it all the time, then I'll get better and I won't burn as many calories or whatever. However, with that, it's interesting because our bodies want to adapt, right? They want to become more efficient and get better at doing something to put less effort in. So if we just do the same things all the time, we'll adapt, we'll put forth less effort to sort of save in calories. And that's good. That's a good thing. We grow and we get better, so we got to keep sort of doing different things in order to do that. But sometimes we don't want to do that. And I think about what that sort of means for us as a church community. And you know, how are the ways that we can continue to challenge ourselves and adapt so that we can grow and continue to get better. So same thing individually and versus community. So we're here, we're at the track, we're attempting to do this workout. So far okay this week. Last night my legs were sounding a little bit like snap, crackle, and pop, and feeling a little wobbly, but overall not too bad this morning. Had some good fuel, which we'll say a little bit more of after this is over. But we're gonna do this and we'll see how it goes. So we'll see you guys in a bit. All right, gang, that's a 2-mile warm-up. Oh, that didn't feel too good. Now we're gonna try the sprints. Probably my least favorite part of the week. Check in after this. Oh yes, those sprints are no joke. After the 200-meter ones, I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. And then after a couple of the 400s, again, questioning life choices. But we got 4 200s and 4 400s. So we just gotta wrap this up with the 2-mile cool down. And then curl up in a fetal position somewhere for a while. And then we'll start our day. We'll check back in a bit. Okay, done. Notice we're sitting down, taking a break after that. Oh, that was a tough session. I'm glad that's done. So, yes, wrapped up 2-mile around the track warm up, 4 200-yard sprints, for 400-yard sprints and then a 2-mile cool down. Yeah, we're definitely hitting the wall now. Pretty tired. Legs are a little sore. But we're showing up. We're keeping with this challenge. It's day 3. And just some reflections today. Reflections just on challenge. And actually on story itself. Not to give away too much for the sermon on Sunday, but we're going to be looking at story and how stories, sort of, we all have a fascination with stories and storytellers, and you know what makes a great story, a story that lives on. And usually it's interesting people and characters, but a lot of story revolves around challenge and conflict and those protagonists sort of overcoming some sort of challenge. And you know, author Donald Miller often said that, you know, the elements that make a great story also make a great life, which is overcoming challenges. And I think that, you know, whether or not we put challenges forth for ourselves, like in this case a 40-mile in a week challenge, they're going to come whether we want that or not. Life throws us challenges. And I know for some of you, this 7-day challenge might just be to get to the end of the week, or even the 1-day challenge to get to the end of the day, depending on the day. But the thing about challenges, like I was saying earlier, when we're forced to do things that are out of our comfort zone and that challenge us, like it or not, we grow. And I think when we can have challenges that we sort of force ourselves to rise to the occasion, it can actually help us in those times, because it gets us in a mindset of meeting and overcoming challenges. Like I said, our bodies sort of are made to adapt and to figure things out and to not have to expend as much energy. But it's amazing what we can do when we put our minds to it. And I think we can tend to do more than we ever thought we really could. So I say this as I'm trying to encourage myself to continue with this challenge. The other thing I was thinking is sort of this idea of input-output, right? The better the things we put in, the better output we get. So I was thinking, I was hitting the wall this morning. I was pretty hungry. So I was tempted to have some Frosted Flakes because they sounded good and fun because they're sugary. And it's no knock on Frosted Flakes because they are great after all. But then I was thinking that, you know, I had this challenge today, and these sprint runs are pretty tricky. And I know that I just perform better if I would have a banana instead of Frosted Flakes. So I opted for the banana. I'm glad I did. And I think it's interesting how sometimes, you know, we've all heard it, right? You know, like what the things we intake, you know, really affect a lot. And it can be tough, you know, like sometimes we can get fascinated, intoxicated with social media and stuff that maybe isn't the best for us, or food that's not the best for us. But it's hard sometimes, you know we shouldn't, but it's hard to not indulge in those things that may not be all that great for us. But I find it interesting that when we have a goal in mind, and we have something that we want to accomplish, that alone can affect the decisions we make. Hence, I wanted to do well today, or maybe more accurately, I didn't want to be in as much pain as I likely may have been. So I opted to make a better choice and have a banana. And I think about that in life, right? Like, sometimes when we have a goal, we have something we want to accomplish, we want to better ourselves, it causes us to make better decisions in a lot of different ways. So those are the reflections post-run today. Again, this was painful, but we showed up, we did it. I think I may have saw Dr. DeGood today. crushing it on the track. So if it was you, buddy, you were rocking. I couldn't keep up. But tomorrow is supposed to be the long run of the week. I'm gonna attempt for the first time an 8-miler if all goes well. So we'll see. We'll check in on that. Part of the challenge with this isn't just 40 miles in a week. The challenge is 40 miles in a week, given all the other things that need to get done. So real life goes on, as I'm sure it does with you all. But I hope you're having a great week. Speaking of nutrition, drop in the comments section your favorite pre and post run or workout food or supplements or whatever you might enjoy, because still trying to figure that out too. So until I see you guys again, rock on, keep the challenge going. We'll see you later.